I am extremely hyped. I can't lie to you. I ain't been hyped for an anime game since Storm 3. It's been about over 10 years since I've been this hyped for an anime game coming back. I'm not gonna lie, anime games have significantly got way better than they was a couple years ago. There's so much I want to talk about with Tenkaichi 4. Bandai has been evolving since Jump Force released. Personally, I think One Piece actually got a W this year. Naruto coming back, which I don't want to talk about it. I just don't want to talk about it. But then Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 4. Or it might be called something else, you know, to differentiate from the thing. Who knows? They could just use Budokai Tenkaichi though. We know that's a thing. Lord, there's a lot we got to talk about. But the big questions need to be answered right now. Who is developing Budokai Tenkaichi, the next generation? And I have two theories on who that could be. Number one, I have a theory that it's most likely going to be Spike Chunsoft. It's weird because it's like, yo, I can't believe they evolved in graphics that fast. It's just, they're damn nearing the number 3 when it comes to the big anime type style right now for fighting games and arena fighters. For me personally, it's Arc System Works, CC2, and then whatever that could be, right? And then that leads into my next big theory that is potentially, and there's a theory, maybe it's just me reaching, but hear me out. I think this might be a Kill I Kill If situation where they outsource the graphics from ArcSys and then Spike Chunsoft works on the gameplay. It was weird when we had the Dragon Ball Battle Hour. I think his name is Mikey, that's what they call him by. He came out and revealed the game. And I remember even ArcSys talking about working on a 3D game or some 3D properties. Here's the clip.
So he said he can't share any concrete details at all right now, but they're already thinking about that for the next challenge at ArcSys or maybe the next game in the future. They're already thinking about how to kind of involve some 3D aspects of fighting games into their title.
So yeah, I would really want it to be Arc System Works because this might be one of the best arena fighters we will ever see, period. This might be the first arena fighter that I strongly can think of that will have rollback netcode in the game. Hey, you watching this video, you this far in the video and you haven't hit the subscribe button. I would love if y'all subscribe. It's the Avatar channel. It's gonna get lit. Now let's return back to the video. But look, even if it's not ArcSys, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit there and be upset like, oh damn, ArcSys. Because a lot of people are still hurt from Jump Force. Irreparably, Jump Force was probably the huge decline of anime arena fighters. We can argue that in some way, shape, or form. Even though it did good within the space and the scene for its own game, the public reception of Jump Force, everybody think it's dog shit. And even if it's not ArcSys at all, you know, whatever, they probably won't even tell us straight out front until we see some confirmation of it. But I do think Raging Blast 2 gameplay was fire. And if they can capture that essence at least, I'm satisfied with it. But again, I am super hyped for Budokai Tenkaichi, the next generation version of it. However, I want to tell everybody, you need to hype responsibly. Number one, I do not think the game is going to have exactly all the same mechanics and stuff from the old Budokai Tenkaichi. And I feel like it's going to be one of those situations where a lot of people go, dang, they messed up the game. Or you know how a lot of people are with video games nowadays, like new game bad, old game already good, and it's just a nostalgia because of the memories and stuff had from it. But then people don't realize that those old games had problems too. Yeah, I can see this being a situation for this game in the future. If I'm right, don't get mad if I'm right. I'm just letting y'all know that. The reason why I don't think it's gonna have a lot of characters either is because in the trailer you see Goku Blue. Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi at the time stopped pretty much at Z and even GT stuff, and that was a long time ago. These models look completely different from even Raging Blast, or yet even completely different from Tenkaichi. But somehow, some way, these companies learn how to port back PS2 stuff and then throw it in Unreal Engine 5. If it's that easy, I ain't seeing it being that free with a lot of characters. If I'm speculating with Spike Chunsoft or something like that, I'm expecting 25 characters on launch. I know that might hurt a lot of people's feelings, but at the same time, I wouldn't care, because if the gameplay is good and the game works, they could give us DLC. I don't care. I don't care if a company gives us DLC as long as the base product is fulfilling, satisfying, and fun. This is probably Bandai's biggest game in the pipeline right now. Obviously, I think it's Tekken 8 because Tekken's just going to be big for a long period of time. But this game could probably be one of the best sellers from Dragon Ball period. So they need to add the fighting game modes. I can't believe I gotta say that because anime games used to do it. Spike Chunsoft, I don't trust them like that, but I trust them with stuff like Danganronpa. Also, the reason why I feel like it could be Spike Chunsoft is because a game they showed off in Nintendo Direct recently, Rain Recode, looks somewhat in the vein of just, that looks too good to be a Spike Chunsoft game from what I know from their anime games. So seeing the evolution happen for PS5, this current gen of gaming, is crazy. This is not only just good for anime games, dog. This might be good for just the whole fighting game genre, period. I know people want to be like, yeah, these are not real fighting games. These don't matter. Throw them away. They whatever, bro. But let's be honest. It makes the genre look better. And two, these anime games or the Smash clones or Smash sell more than most traditional fighting games. It makes the genre look worse when you don't accept them. And I think what can happen from Budokai Tenkaichi, probably 2024, is that we might get a whole renaissance of more 3D fighting games. Because Tenkaichi is an arena fighter, but the way it works is kind of like the in-between between 3D and arena fight. Does that make sense? You do more buttons than most arena fighters. I just don't even ask me all that. And then people are probably going to ask me, yo, what characters would you love to see in Tenkaichi? Personally, I want to see Beast Gohan. That is the hypest I've been for Dragon Ball anything in years. Beast Gohan go hard. I don't care nobody say. You can hate the design. Not over here, baby. I'm a #1 Beast Gohan enthusiast. That is the raw shit of Super in a long time. I know a lot of people are roasting Naruto right now, but the hype for the Budokai trailer is just 10 times better than what Naruto gave us. And I do not have faith with CC2 to put Rollback in their games. From a main publisher like them with fighting games, it kind of sucks that they don't have it in there. I still don't have faith that they couldn't do it with JoJo's, their actual 3D fighting game. I don't see them doing it there at this point either. I would actually be surprised if it gets Rollback. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's one of the most important things nowadays. Here's another wish list I have. I think they need to take out the freaking... Don't take out the beam clashes or the rush stuff. That's cool. But spinning those analog sticks in 2023, 2024 ain't it. My PS5 controller is already deteriorating already. It's so bad. These controllers are not that great for fighting games. They're good for shooters and a lot of other things. I think for fighting games, this is probably one of the worst controllers. And as a person who loves to play fighting games on Hitbox now, there would be no way to actually play this game on like a Hitbox or arcade stick, and it's just weird. It just alienates a group of people that have been switching different controllers over the generations. Video games and fighting games have been way more accessible. It would be weird if anime games start doing accessibility when they don't want to put in hard-hitting combos and execution like stuff compared to attacking a Street Fighter or even a BlazBlue. Also, I think something else that is very broken about Tenkaichi, which they probably have to balance and it'll probably be annoying to play, is some of the rush attacks are very toxic and broken. That's how this was. And again, I feel like people are going to judge the old version versus the new games and be like, yo, this one sucks. They're going to throw it away. So taming your expectations when it comes to Dragon Ball Budokai, the next generation, because I don't want to get too excited for it and then get hurt by the vortex again. That being said, it's your boy Avataryaya. You guys already know. Follow me on Twitter at Avataryaya_. Join the Discord in the description down below. And remember, you guys are golden. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe and hit the bell for more. And remember, you guys are golden and that is raw. Squala, peace, and I'm out.
I've been a devil, I need me an arc in the heart of my breathing, I feel like Tanjiro. Walking this bitch with a Zapato, while she rock it, I keep me a domino. Bitch on my dick, man, I feel like Kazaki. Stretching that pussy out like it's Pilates. I'm snatching the soul like right out of her body. Fire, I'm spitting, I'm feeling like Dobby. White bitch, blonde hair, looking like Lucy. She from Kyoshi, I paint her face Suki.